This is how every morning should start off. See? So I am set up now for some calls, interviews. So I'm doing a video interview, a video recording with Bushra, who's the expert for the bundle next month. And then I've got a podcast interview to do, and then I've got a call at 2, got my live workshop at 5, and then I've got another call from 6:30 till 8 p.m. tonight. And then in the middle of that, I've got some work to do. So I am all set up and for my day with my ever so professional setup. Let me show you. This is my setup. My laptop stacked on, no, my laptop placed on top of a stack of books. Great. With my webcam. And this bloody, I don't know if you can hear the rain, but it's like so miserable outside. It's pinning it down. So yesterday I shared me opening the first copies that I got sent of my book, which is very exciting. But I really wanted to say something about this. I forgot to say it yesterday. But it was so weird. Obviously I filmed that happening, but I visualised that moment so many times. When I was writing the book and it just felt like the biggest pile of crap in the world, or I felt like I was never going to be able to write the damn thing and I wasn't ever going to be happy with it, I would just take a step back and I would visualise and feel how it would feel when my books arrived, and seeing the cover and getting them out of the box and being like, oh my goodness, they're here, it's done, like the book is done. And I visualised it over and over and over again as a way to help me to kind of just trust that I know I would make it happen, and to like sit in the knowing that it was already happened, that it had already happened, that it was a done deal, that I'd written a book that I was proud of and that I thought looked amazing. And I just visualize it, and it's so incredible, like the power of visualization. And I know I harp on about it all the time, but seriously, I just believe if you want to make something happen, even if you're struggling, don't focus on the struggle. Instead, shift your focus and go into the future and create your future history and think, visualize, feel, experience what it is that you want to experience. So if you want to create a ridiculously successful retreat, go into the future and watch it happening, feel it happening, experience it happening. If you want to write a book, go into the future, see it happening, feel it happening, experience it happening. You know, I do the same thing now. I still visualize walking into a bookshop and seeing my book on the shelves. I still visualize and experience what it would be like to see someone with a copy of my book reading it. And like, I have all these little scenarios that I visualize and think of, and it just helps me to really stay connected and attached with my goals and my dreams and what I want to make happen. And it helps me to move away from the negativity and the doubts and the worries, which are obviously there. So I just really wanted to share it in case you've got a dream that you really want to make happen, but you maybe right now or at times or maybe in the future you feel like this is hopeless, it's impossible, I'm never going to make it happen. No, you will make it happen. Just go into the future and create your future history. And you write the story that you want. You get to choose, so choose it. Choose the story you want to create, the reality you want to create, the life you want to create, the dreams you want to make happen. Choose it and make the decision that you're going to trust that it's a done deal and that it's happening because you've already experienced it happening. So powerful. Those are my words of wisdom for the day. Right, off to work now. So I've got my first call in a minute, but I just got all set up for the intro I need to do with Bushra, so that's good. I'm just making a cup of tea before my call. So my call is actually a reading with a lovely lady called Carrie, who's from Ireland, and she got in touch back in 2013, I think, and she did a reading for me for free just over Skype, and it was amazing. I really loved it. You know, like when you have, I don't know if you have ever had don't know if you've ever had one before, but it was just really nice afterwards. I felt so good. And then she got in touch last year. Was it last year? Somebody else, I can't remember anymore. And and offered me another one, and it was just, oh yeah, it was last year. It was the end of last year, and it was just, again, it was so nice. And I feel like I love having readings and things, especially as an entrepreneur, because I find that so often we have to have so much trust in everything. And sometimes when you have a reading with someone and they're like, they tell you positive things and they tell you, make you aware of stuff. Like, for example, I know for me, I can be really up and down. Like, sometimes I can be like really positive and on it, and in a minute I'm like down in the dumps, like, what am I doing? And so, like, just someone to say, like, you know, take a step back, you know, you need to take care of yourself and focus on yourself, like, even if it's going to get a Reiki session, or, you know, just something like that. Sometimes like an outside, you know, another person saying it from the outside can have a really empowering impact. I can't get the lid off the milk. So yeah, and I just really like it, because it just, I don't know, it's always nice and really empowering, I think. So got off the call with Caroline, which was so amazing and lovely, and it made me think that I need to go for a Reiki session. Sorry, the kettle's loud. I'm such a tea whore. Let me go in the other room. I can't help it. I just drink tea all the time. I drink decaf tea, by the way, just so you know. I'm not like crazy on like the caffeine. Anyway, it's a bit dark in there. So I had the call with Caroline, which was so nice as always, and just made me it just really brought to my mind about how I need to really tune in more with myself throughout this whole book launch phase. I feel like I have been really disconnected and haven't been enjoying it, and I really want to enjoy it, because I think it's like an incredible moment in life for me to experience, like a high point. So I need to enjoy it. So I'm going to go for Reiki. I'm going to book that today. It was great to talk to her, but then finished that call and then jumped on the call with Bushra to film that, and was sat there on this like webinar that I thought was the call, which wasn't, like thinking, oh no, and then realised we hadn't even sent her the link and blah blah blah. We finally got that done, so we had to like do that so fast. So she had another call and I've got another call, so I've literally got like a couple of minutes. I'm making my cup of tea and then I've got this interview. I've got 2 minutes to go and I'm shoveling down my Alpine. It's been a busy day. I had a call earlier on with Maggie and Brittany. They are helping me have a makeover on the FEA main website. Oh my goodness, it's needed a rehaul for ages and I just haven't had time to get around to it. So it's really cool. We just talked through the wireframes for the homepage. That's where we're starting. Good place to start, really. Let me show you. There's 2 concepts, and then the wireframes in each one, and then it's really cool. You can leave like comments and stuff. So it's exciting to put my battery in. It's exciting to see it all and like have conversations about it. I feel like it's so nice when you actually work with other people and you can brainstorm through stuff, because, you know, throughout building FEA, especially in the beginning and even like now, so many things I do by myself and I have to think to myself, is this the right thing to do? Is it not the right thing to do? And I feel like intuitively, and you learn, you know, typically what the right and wrong thing to do is sometimes. But other times it's just really nice to have, you know, a couple of extra brains in the mix to give you feedback and opinions and their advice. It's always helpful. That being said, I feel like, I suppose, fumbling my way through at the beginning has really been a blessing, because it's enabled me to build up my own skill set to make better decisions now. So fumbling my way through has been a good thing. Anyway, so I have got T-minus 30 minutes until my live workshop. So gonna get set up for that now. And I think it's going to go dark while I'm on the workshop though, so it's going to mess up the lighting. But yeah, I'm going to get set up, put my battery, plug the battery in, and get going with the workshop. So I am actually sat in bed, and I just finished uploading the video from the live session today, and it was so funny. It was kind of a bit of a disaster, because when I first logged in it said Jess's name was there. I was like, oh, Jess is here early, and then this lady appeared on the screen who I didn't recognise, and I was just like, what's going on? And I was like, hello, and she was like, oh hi, I'm here for the workshop but I'm here a bit early. And I was like so confused, and then realised that basically the long and short of it was Jess had accidentally shared the wrong link, and so this lady had joined the workshop, and she was joining as a panelist, so I could see and hear her before actually going live. So I was so confused, and then loads of these people were logging in like that because they had the wrong link, and I was so confused. Anyway, then we logged back out, and then Jess was there, and then more Jesses appeared because they had Jess's link, and anyway, eventually it all worked itself out. It was kind of funny. I felt bad for people though, because they didn't obviously realise they were going to be able to be seen and heard on the screen. And then during the session, I laughed my head off because this happened. Let me show you.
Organise it in a particular way. I just kind of do a dump. That sounds bad. Can we edit that? Sorry. Sarah says, wow. Keeping it real, ladies. Keeping it real.
So funny. Oh, it made me giggle. Sometimes when I do workshops, the stupidest things come out of my mouth, and I just can't help it. Oh, it makes me laugh. Right. Gonna finish off doing some work. Go to sleep, or maybe watch The Affair. Go to sleep, watch The Affair. Go to sleep, watch The Affair. Yeah, I'm like, I don't know. Anyone here watching The Affair? I'm on season 3, and it's just really dark, and I don't think I like it. I don't even think I liked it in the first place because it just was. I don't know. But yes, it really pulls you in. So maybe I'll do that. Who knows? Anyway, I hope you had a wonderful day, and I will see you tomorrow. Bye everyone.